Alright guys, she is loaded on the trailer. Look at that exhaust! Let's take her to the shop. Alright guys, so we got the car here and off the trailer. About to get it situated for the night. All I'm going to do today is hit some nuts and bolts with some PB Blaster. Let it sit overnight to loosen it up. And then tomorrow morning, first thing, we're going to go get some more tools and a few other things that we need. That we want to get some of the dollies to put underneath the wheels. That way we can shimmy the car around and move it when we need to, how we need to, without having to get in and try to move it with the steering wheel with no manual, or it would be manual, so no power steering or nothing like that. So first thing first, tomorrow, we're going to fix the two door handles. And that way we don't have to use a Slim Jim to get into the car. The driver's side one, notorious on these DSMs for that. And then I'm going to take the battery that's in it down to O'Reilly's and have them charge it overnight. So that's what we got going on. We will see y'all in the morning. Good morning, guys. We are getting ready to go to Harbor Freight because we need to pick up a couple of things. So it is the next morning. Let's get to it so we can get started on this car. Alright guys, so we're at Harbor Freight. Let's go inside and let's grab a couple of things that we need so we can get to the house and we can get this car done and back on the road. Alright guys, so these vehicle dollies, that's what we really came after. We got some gloves, some saran wrap, PB Blaster, and a new pin for my tow hitch. So that's what we needed so we can get this car going. Alright guys, out with the old, in with the new. But that's backwards, so there we go. Just like that. Alright, so we got the second handle out, guys. And what we're going to do is, where these things break right there, we're going to, see that? We're going to get some plastic epoxy to fill those gaps in. That way it helps reinforce them. Alright guys, so we've got a new one, the old one, a new one, and an old one. So as you guys can tell right here, these are the parts that always break on these cars. It's notorious on the Eclipses for that to happen. So what we're going to do is put some of this quick set plastic epoxy inside of these little channel grooves right here. That way when you pull on the door, they're a little more rigid and sturdy. So let's go ahead and do that.
So high, you don't want the hood to hit anything up there. And see that bar that goes across below the blue frame? That is a shut off. If the roof hits it, it will automatically cut it off, so you don't crush your roof. So what you want to do is take it up to this right here to be somewhere in here. So keep going. Watching the hood, you're watching the roof, you're watching that door back there. You know, keep going. You want to be able to walk underneath it.
Oh.
That's right there. Okay, see that? And just dip it up like that. Well, that's got a lot of sludge in it.
Would you wash that?
No, you just buy a new one and replace it.
Yeah. Okay. Once it's down like that, you just press in on this lever. See how it goes down? Okay. So come on over here, all the way down till you can't pull it down any farther, and hold it there. You gotta hold it. Now just, there you go. Let it go down easy. You can go in a little bit back. There you go.
All right, guys, so we got the hood off to make it easier to get to the motor. As you can tell, we got the top radiator hose off. What's wrong with that? I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it. So we got that draining down into there. We got the cold air intake off. Got it on our Harbor Freight wheel positioning dollies. And let's go check on these door handles. So this stuff is supposed to cure in 6 minutes and set in 4 to 6 hours. That's been since lunchtime. It's still tacky. So we're going to leave those overnight. So they dry. And then we'll slap them into the door itself. And then tomorrow we're going to take the fenders off on both sides. So we have better access to the wheels so we can take the axles out. And then we can put the wheels back on. And then from there, start taking the actual motor out. My goal is to have the motor at least on the cherry picker ready to pull by the time we're done tomorrow night, if not already out. So we loosened up the headers, but they use like RVT gasket maker, whatever it's called. As you can tell, they didn't use an actual head gasket. So that's going to be a pain in the butt. But did you learn some stuff today?
Yep.
What'd you learn?
A lot of
Like what?
stuff about the motor.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Let me come around you so I can see your face. As ugly as it is. So the threads on the oil filter and the oil pan bolt. And then what else did you do today?
Windows.
Yeah, we cleaned the windows off, scraped all that old nasty stuff off. So, all right, guys. Ken and Damien with L&R Rides. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Smash that subscription button along with the bell notification. Remember, guys, ride them like you stole them.